What is going on, guys? My name is Forgotten Guy. Today we're going to play Burn in Legacy. So as you can hear, I don't have my natural mic and setup. So I'm really sorry for the quality of the video, but we're gonna get better probably next week when I'm gonna get all of that back. If you enjoy Legacy Burn and you enjoy me being punched in the face by other stronger decks, this video is for you. I'm recording this after the league, so you will see I made a little mistake. I only had 14 sideboard cards in the league. I don't think it matters a lot, but I would probably added like a fourth Searing Blood or something like that. What I wrote Searing Blue, of course. Everybody likes Searing Blue. Alright, so Searing Blood like this doesn't really matter. I did get punched in the face a lot, so if you want to see me suffer, this video is for you. So for today's list, I played 2 Press of Progress because there are a lot of basics right now in Legacy, so it's not that great. Only 2. I replaced them with 2 Skullcracks. We have 4 Riftbolts and 2 Skewer in this list. 18 Mountains, no Fetch Land this time around because I think, honestly, in the end, the thing in your deck is not that worth for the life total you're losing, and sometimes you're really losing the game because of 1 or 2 points. So it's really important. Just Mountains is fine. Of course, snow covered in mountains, separate 9/9, preferably. And then we have 5 cards for the Graveyard Hate. Roiling Vortex, I like the card, just good against Daze, Force of Will and stuff. Or artifact decks that play a million 0-cost artifacts. We have Smash and Smithereens and Searing Blood. In the video I had only 3, but whatever. So I know some of you guys like a lot Burn Legacy, so hope you enjoy. Once again, I want to thank my Patreons for supporting me for this month. And if you want to talk about Legacy and maybe make me play another Legacy deck or list Burn like other changes, then definitely let me know in the comment section below, and you can even talk into the Discord server. So I hope you enjoy, and if you like the video, please subscribe to the channel and like it, and I'll see you in the rounds. So let's suffer begin. Alright, here we are in round number 1, playing Burn Legacy. So we're on the draw. We have a 1-lander with 3 Fireblasts, so I think that's a maul. And that's already better. Yes, we can keep this one, put the Firecraft at the bottom. Scalding Tarn, Island, Ponder. It can still be many things, but we can assume it's maybe Delver, since they use a Scalding Tarn. So we're gonna attack with the Swiftspear and pass turn for now. Hoping we can draw our second line next turn with the Foothill, so maybe it is a Teamer land. So let's try to bolt the Young Pyro. Let's see if they want to counter this. Don't want to have to beat an army of 1/1s, so let's just get rid of that right away. Usually it's a pretty good matchup if we can hit our land drops. So if we can hit our land drops, we can go for double Riftbolt next turn. That would be really nice. So what is the follow-up? Okay. Alright. Okay, so wow, that's a bad draw. So whenever attacks, you may return instant exiled to its owner's hand. Okay. Wow, that's funny. I think that works with our Riftbolt. Oh no, exiled with Ethereal, so they can return an instant between Brainstorm and Ponder. Sure. Alright, so here, let's just suspend Riftbolt and pass turn. Since I don't have another mountain, I cannot really play the bluff game. My opponent pretty much knows that I won't be able to trade with them. Lightning Bolt's a bummer. We really need our second land here. That's me. That's the way we can win this game. Because our clock is not that fast if we don't. Our clock is becoming like the same as theirs, but they have counter spells, so we're gonna go face for this one. Since we have a skewer, let's see if they want to counter this. Nope. Another non-land. It's rather annoying. We're gonna suspend a Riftbolt and pass turn. So if my opponent doesn't have any counter magic, we're actually pretty close to kill them with the Fireblast if we can draw a second land. Let's see if we can manage to do that. They just don't play anything. So let's go face again. No counterspell, no no land for us. So let's cure. See if it gets countered. I'm guessing they must have at least one. Oh, okay. One counterspell in hand. Nothing. All right. But they did make a pause there, so. All right, Brazen Bower, so their clock. They have a almost certainly a two-turn clock because they must have like a lightning bolt or something. So we really need a line right now. Like now, or we just lose, I think. Actually, now they have lethal on board. They have 8 damage. Expressive Iteration. Cool. Please land. Got pretty unlucky with our lands. Land. Nice. Alright, so let's go for Chain Lightning to the face. We just need one of them to pass actually, so they must have 2 counter spells to they need 2 counter spells right now. So let's go for our Fireblast. Let's see if it works. Come on. Oh my god. We drew exactly the line at the right moment. That was perfect. Okay, so we don't have much for this matchup, obviously. It's already a pretty good matchup. I think I'm going to bring the Searing Blood since they have a lot of targets with the Young Pyromancer and Brazen Bowers, and they're probably playing Delver of Secrets as well. We want to bring Roiling Vortex. That's a good question. I don't think I'm interested in Skullcracks for this matchup. They only have Force of Will as their 0 cost. Oh no, they have also the pick up an island as a 0 cost spell. So I guess Rolling Vortex is not that bad. So I guess we can cut some Revolts if we bring those. Revolts is probably like our worst burn spell. Price of Progress is not that bad. I guess, yeah, I guess I could have cut 2 Price of Progress and 2 Revolts instead of 4 Revolts just because it's not that bad, but it's not the best. We can keep this. Eidolon is one of our best card in the matchup. Maybe a Ponder. Sure. Goblin Guide. Alright, so let's go for a Lava Spike and pass turn. Yeah, the days. Not playing around that, that's fine since I'm really happy that the days are Lava Spike, and if they're not able to days our Eidolon, I'm gonna be really happy here. Just gonna smash the Eidolon here. Hope they don't have a counter spell. They have another days. That's really annoying. That's fine. Lightning Bolt is a great pickup here, so we're gonna go for Spike Your Face and Skewer the Delver just to bring their clock. Like they will need to have another threat. Brainstorm response, sure. Alright, so they need another threat, and we do have, I'm guessing, like okay burn spell here. An okay amount of burn spell. A Wasteland. Not gonna cast the bolt. I think I'm gonna go for main phase Price of Progress. I don't think they want to Wasteland their Volcanic Island. Seems a bit, that would be a bit intense. And a 2-mana DL4 is good to me. And I'm pretty sure more we go into the game, oh my god, they actually do it? Okay. And then they days my Price of Progress. Oh my god. They had actually 3 days. So sure, I'm not gonna pay. Um, and then do we just bolt the Delver? Yes, we do. Means they're going to have they're going to need another threat. Yep, that's the Volcanic Island. Golden Guide is a good pickup, except if they have Lightning Bolt. We do give them a line, which is not great. We do have a Lightning Bolt. My opponent had pretty good answers to what we were doing so far. Triple Days and double Delver and a Lightning Bolt for the guide. Imagine if we were able to slum an Eidolon, that would have been the game. Alright. Mountain, not great. The good thing is my opponent has 0 pressure on us, so time is not really a problem. That's why I decided to bolt the Delver, because even if we don't have a lot of burn spells in hand, my opponent is not doing anything, so we're not under huge pressure. Eventually we're going to draw burn spells, and eventually you can say that we're going to draw threats, but the hope is we draw more burn spells than they can draw threats before they can kill us. So another Eidolon would be our best top deck, I think. So again, I'm not gonna fire off my bolts like my last removal spell in my hand. Fireblast is not really a consideration. I think I'm just gonna go Chain Lightning to the face. We gotta try to bring their life total a bit down at some point. So, all right. So we have 7 in hand. We need 6 more. Exquisite Firecraft would also be a pretty good top deck. Swiftspear. Yeah, that's pretty good. We're gonna go Bold the Giant. Hope they don't have a Force of Will. Force of Will, it would be pretty brutal here. Yep. All right. Let's attack. And we're gonna go Fireblast your face, sacrificing these two mountains. At least we can trade, so they don't have a threat once again. And they only have now they have 4 cards, but I mean eventually they're gonna draw lands. The triple days was really hard for us. Searing Blood, maybe. Roiling Vortex, I'm gonna take that. Alright. Now at least, every time they want to Force of Will us or Daze us, they're gonna take 5, which means they pretty much can't. So we want to draw a burn spell, or I think just Searing Blood would be pretty great here. Just killing the young Pyro, because if we don't draw anything for the rest of the game, we might just lose because of the young Pyro and just swing with those elementals. Yep. Wow. They actually had triple bolt and triple daze this game. So I'm gonna take 5 next turn, so I'm actually dead. If they attack with everything. I mean, they must attack with everything here, right? If you go for this line. Yep. Alright. Man. Rush of progress. Alright, this time around I'm gonna take those out. Like I said, I don't think that's pretty good. Let's just bring the Revolts in, and let's go like that. Yeah, that's a pretty good hand. The fact that we're on the play means, and having double creature means they must have double removal. And even if they have daze, if they want to daze us, they're gonna take like a step back. So, like they're gonna be so behind that daze is not gonna be that much that good for them. Swiftspear. Okay. I think I'm gonna try to just play one of my two drops. Like I said, even if they have days, I think that's fine. I'm just gonna play Roiling Vortex. It's probably the worst of the two. Eidolon is like really a good card. Okay, so now we're pretty much Force of Will proof and Daze proof for the rest of the game. Except if they can bounce this with their Brazen Bower, like Petty Thief. Yep. Don't want to jinx it, but I think we're in a really good position. Hope we can draw Mountain, so we can go for Eidolon, protection from Daze, and then we can even play Swiftspear, but never mind. I think I'm just gonna go for Lightning Bolt Swiftspear. Uh, actually, if they want to daze my Bolt and take 5, I'm fine with that. So let's just try to Bolt the Delver. If they want to take 5 and counter it. Maybe they have Spell Pierce here. Or Flusterstorm. Flusterstorm. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Because I mean, they're not gonna block, so they're gonna take 4 and then upkeep take 1 more. Brainstorm, so they're going to flip. Alright, so down to 9. And we do have double Exquisite Firecraft. So if we can draw 1 land, we can finish the game in 2 turns. Yep. Vampire Answer is pretty good to block my creatures, but I think we're just gonna finish them off with my burn spells at this point. Very nice top deck, so we're just gonna go for Firecraft your face and swing. Now they must block. They don't have to block with the Pyro, but I think it's pretty. It's a bad decision not to block with the Pyro, because bringing them down to 2 means 1 burn spells, they're dead. Now I think we're good. I don't know if they have any counter spells in their hand like Force, but I think if they did have Force, this Rolling Vortex was really good this game. Sometimes I'm just like I just want to know if they have it, but you can't really be sure of that. All right, so nice game. Let's get around number 2. All right, round number 2. We're on the draw again. Not really a super good hand. But I think it's a fine hand, like we don't have any creatures, but can still keep this. Alright, so let's just suspend a Revel and pass turn. Mystery Forest, giving us not a lot of formation. Alright, is it Delver? Femur Delver, maybe? Okay, let's go for Chain Lightning and suspend Riftbolt, pass turn. Arrow, sure. I was a bit afraid that they would play Neuro, so I was thinking maybe holding a Skullcrack, but our hand is like super straightforward, so I think, and it's all sorcery speed, so I think I cannot really hold the Skullcrack for like every single turn, but I think now I can hold it. We can go Chain Lightning in your face, and I guess now we can just pass. Well, there's no way they're gonna bring back Uro next turn, right? Even if they have fetch land, I mean, it's 5, so yeah, there's pretty much no way they're gonna do that. But I think we can just play the Price of Progress end of turn. It's not gonna do a lot of damage because they have a lot of basics. But at least it's some sort of damage. They don't do anything, so we can just hold on to our spells. Eidolon is pretty great, but I think it's not the right moment to play it. So pass, Lava Spike pass is, I think, is the right play. Unless they tap out, that they're going to force the Eidolon, I'm pretty sure. Because now they can play Arrow next turn. So we can actually Skullcrack the Arrow. Sure. Can also slam down the Eidolon. I mean, they could have Lightning Bolt and kill the Eidolon. But they might as well just counter my Skullcrack. I think slamming Eidolon is not a bad play since if they do have the ball, they're gonna take two anyway. They're gonna get some lands into play. We can maybe price of progress for a little more. And if they don't have the bolt or a counter spell, their Earl life gain is gonna I'm going to prevent at least two of the life. So they're gonna go up to they're gonna take one from the fetch so they're gonna stay at 10. I think I'm gonna try to slam this Eidolon. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so Eidolon place is gonna prevent. Oh, did they not get a second green? You need another line here to be able to play the Euro. Okay, they do have another line. So they're gonna go up to 10, so pretty much what I said. Um, and now we can price of progress for maybe 4 or more. Fortunately, I'm guessing they must have placed one force in hand, so not sure if we're going to be able to get off this one. Fireblast is a really good top deck. Um, we're going to have to pass, unfortunately. And at the upkeep, we're going to have to Skullcrack. Hope they don't have a counter spell. Nice. It's really good. Pretty much means they almost certainly don't have one. Because they would have countered it. Unless they have like a really better play to do with their mana and they're comfortable thinking that we cannot kill them. Which we can because we have 8 in hand if they don't have any counter. So now they get a draw one card. Our best top deck is a one mana deal 3 burn spell. You go to 6. Guessing another basic here, like a mountain. Oh, Mystic Sanctuary, that's okay. They do draw before, right? Draw a card, yeah. So they don't have the Cluster Storm in hand right now. So now our price of progress is actually doing 6. So I think it's going to be the way we try to win. Okay. All right. So they just reveal this, and now they have Cluster Storm in hand, right? Bolt. Was it Firecraft? It's because Firecraft in this scenario is not good enough. Pretty close though. Um, so we're not dead, and they're gonna go up to 9, then Exquisite Firecraft brings them down to 5. So we do still have like another chance of killing them next turn. So we're just gonna go for Exquisite Firecraft and pass turn. I think that's the plan here. Down to 2. Okay. Don't worry, your opponent. We're not gonna draw cards. So we're still not dead, but we're pretty close to die. So actually, Lightning Bolt, we're dead. Yeah, we're dead to a bolt. Yep. So, well, it doesn't matter. We cannot pay for the Fluster Storm, so if they have bolt here. Okay. Well, we have to hope we draw Exquisite. That's the only thing we can draw. We cannot do anything about it. Fireblast is not good either because they would have just Flusterstorm it, so it's... I don't know, Exquisite Firecraft doesn't actually do it. It's not good enough here. Yeah, we couldn't do anything about that. Okay, so Rise of Progress, they're gonna play around it and they do have a lot of basics. We're gonna bring some Surgical Extraction for those arrows, Rolling Vortex also. We want a Tormod's Crypt. Hmm. Yes, it's pretty important to beat arrow, so maybe just 2 Crypt. That way we have like all of these that can beat the arrow. Now, guessing we're gonna cut the same thing. Like Riftbolt's probably our worst card, even like with Rolling Vortex, but it's not that good of a burn spells compared to the other things we're doing. Fireblast is also not that great. We don't want to draw like a million Fireblasts, considering they have like a lot of counter spells. All right. Yeah, yeah, that's good enough. It's pretty slow, but the double Exquisite Firecraft can really finish the game out of nowhere. But it's pretty slow since if they just ult or Eidolon or counter it, we don't have much going on. I think I'm just gonna bolt phase here. Just show what I'm doing. Alright, so then we're gonna bolt my Eidolon. Yep, it's fine. Well, not fine, but not the end of the world. They're getting pretty low, so I would love to draw Skullcrack here or Rolling Vortex. Prevent an arrow from doing stuff. We're just gonna pass here. Baiting that we perhaps have a Skullcrack. Okay, so no arrow. I am happy to see that. Arrow is like this matchup is good, except for arrow. It's the only thing that screws us over. Bolt your face, activating spell mastery. And Swiftspear is pretty good. They cannot Ice Fang Coddle. They have a mountain, so that's good. Force of Will or Swiftspear. You got it. Alright, pass turn. Alright, either Gus here. Okay. So the player, they're gonna go up to 8. Oh, okay. Deck Faden. Draw 2, discard 2. Let's see what they discard. We don't have any artifacts. They just discard 2 lands, okay. It's pretty good. It's only artifacts. That's pretty good. We're gonna go for a Roiling Vortex. Vortex is a pretty good top deck because even if they drop Arrow, we're still protected. Yep. Discard 2 lands. Okay, my opponent just flooded out this game. They just discarded 2 lands 2 times in a row. So I think now we just got it. Yep. I don't know what they could get here to Gust. That's the only thing that they could get. Alright. Let's go like that again. We didn't see Arrow and now we won the game. Hmm. That's a lot of burn. Since we're on the draw, I'm gonna keep because Swiftspear turn 1 into Eidolon turn 2 can be very good. And if we manage to draw a line, like we can just do 12 burn damage. Like we almost have lethal just with our starting hand here. Nice. You want a Force of Will again? No, okay. So I like having double creatures against these deck because they're almost their only removal is Lightning Bolt. So they bolt their first creature, the second one is protected. And of course, Eidolon is our most important creature. So let's swing for 1. See if they want to play something. That is fine. I was pretty much expecting this, just I don't know if they were going to chomp here. Only 1 damage. And they chomp. Okay. Do you want to force this? No, the F6 actually. Okay, so even if they play Arrow here, I'm not that sad because they're gonna take now 3 from their fetch, so they pretty much just nullify the Eidolon trigger and the fetch. Okay. Nothing. Wow. Okay. So we're gonna go for Chain Lightning to face. They cannot replay the Chain Lightning, they only have 1 red, so we're fine. And we're gonna go for Skewer the face. We don't really care about our life total. So let's just go all in with our burn. We want to go for Chain Lightning. Skewer while we can cast it. Alright, so their best play here is Ice Fang Coddle block into Lightning Bolt Eidolon, or Lightning Bolt Eidolon into Ice Fang. Or Wither the Storm. If they have Wither the Storm, we're a bit screwed. Okay, that's fine. So they draw 2, discard 2, and they kill the Eidolon. Sure. So they can discard Arrow and play Arrow next turn. Bring them up to 7. No, to 6. Alright. First of all, they need another land. Go fetch for green. They don't, so that's really nice. They're not gonna get Arrow this turn, so we can double Chain Lightning and perhaps win the game like that. Brainstorm, okay, they're definitely, they don't have answers right now. They're just fetching for something. Remove my Swiftspear. But we do have double burn spells. I think we just win this game now. They would need like removal plus double force. Bring them down to 1. No, they can actually oh, never mind. I was going to say they can rechain my lightning. Force number 1. You have force number 2. Nice. One says GG, we're gonna say GG. Alright, that was pretty close and pretty nice because if my opponent did have another counter spell and next turn slammed the Arrow, that might have been just game right there. So pretty nice game. Let's get round number 3. Alright, here we are in round number 3. We are on the play with an Orlander. Let's maul. With an Orlander, let's maul. Okay. Alright, so let's keep this and put this, and I think I'm gonna do the bold move of just putting the other line to the bottom, keeping one line, trying to just win this game with the resources we have. Of course, if I top deck an Eidolon, or if I just top deck gas for the rest of the game, I'm gonna be a bit sad about it. But if I do top deck a mountain next turn, or like in two or three turns, mountain should be good enough. If I just put to the bottom Fireblast or Lava Spike, I don't think we're gonna have enough resources to get there. Depends also on what's my opponent's playing, but yeah, they can force of will my Goblin guy pretty easily here since they're still at 6 cards. We're at 3. They pitch a Eureka. All right. Firecraft. All right, let's spike your face and pass. So, yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Well, now I wish I would have kept that mountain. Considering we're playing against a counterspell deck and we drew 2 Exquisite Firecraft. But I mean, my opponent's pressure is a Baleful Strix, so we might still get there. Sure. All right. All right. Land. Nice. All right. Now all we need is another land, and then we can probably still win if depending on what's my opponent's top deck with the Eureka. But I can see definitely being dead in 2 turns, depending on what they get. Trigger, land, and daze 2 damage. Alright. Come on, land. Come on, land. So, it can create 1/1, sacrifice servo, and sacrifice top turn. Alright. Alright. Land. Okay. So there's probably no way we can win now. Our only chance is uh actually we don't have we're just dead right now because they have 2/4/4s. So yeah, we didn't have it. We didn't have any top deck. All right. Pretty unlucky with the mulligans. We got we got 0 lander to 0 lander. So we're gonna get Searing Bloods. And we want Smash the Smithereens. They do have probably Force Tricks and like I don't know how many artifact thing they're running. No, we saw 2, so we can assume it's like 2, 3, maybe not 4, but at least 2 or 3. So maybe Smash could be a consideration here. Now we're playing a lot of basic, so we're gonna take that out. I don't think Skullcrack is gonna be that good. And I mean, I think I'm just gonna cut Revolts. Or do we? I mean, Rift Bolts can still kill some creatures. They're not running like a million counter spells. They probably just have the 4 Force and couple of days. Yeah, I mean, Rift Bolt's fine. Maybe one Roiling Vortex. Nah, they're a bit too fast for the Vortex to do something good. 4 mountains, smash, Searing Blood, like 2 situational spells, and 4. Bit too much, I think. Got them all. Alright, that's way better. So I think I'm gonna keep the like everything with smash at the bottom. Like I said, smash is good, but it's not always gonna be played in the game. And I like one Exquisite Firecraft just to like finish them off, even when they have counter magic. Just Firecraft for the win. They don't force of will this one. Good. They have days. All right. Days on the play is really less powerful on the draw. I mean, because can do much. I mean, even if they decide, I think I'm gonna bolt, and even if they decide to daze my bolt, or maybe they're thinking about force of will my Swiftspear. Yeah, they do will the Swiftspear. Okay, I think I'm gonna bolt here. Like I said, if they want to daze my bolt and take back their land, I think I'm fine with that. Honestly, they're just gonna be so like my guide between this time just gonna swing for 2. And I do want to draw a line so I can Searing Blood safely if they decide not to daze. They pitched a Brazen Bower. Okay. So, alright. Roaring Storm on top. They fetch that away. They have a removal. And they have a push, probably. Alright. So if we can draw a line, that would be good. Goblin Guide. I mean, sure. I'm gonna trade. In their plan, they cannot counterspell like forever, and at some point they're gonna have to put creatures on the battlefield. So this Searing Blood is not gonna be dead. Um, so I'm fine attacking with the guide here. Not even sure they're gonna block this. Like they're at 13, they're pretty safe. Their life total is pretty safe, and this trick's gonna be important if they want to play their Jericho. Alright, they decide not to block, so they probably have at least one ninja in hand, and they're gonna put it on the battlefield now. Alright, they decide back. So land top deck is really important here. Come on. Pretty bad. Because now they can block and switch with this one. Yeah. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. We're gonna go for it. They're probably gonna block this time around since they do have a creature now, a better one. Oh, they have another push. We're very close to kill them, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to play into their counter spells, and we cannot even cast Exquisite Firecraft, and this Fireblast is for the like to finish them off. So, if we Searing Blood, they're going to tap their island just to pick it up with the days. So do we want our blood to get countered and get rid of the days? Let's just trade the days for the blood. I think honestly, we might have to do this. And we do have to play the blood first because we don't even have another instance of sorcery in our grave. It's hard. I think I'm gonna let it go for one turn. Really, really hope I can draw a line. Oh, they didn't even have a ninja. Really hope I can draw a land. Yes. Okay. So now we can pass. And before the, I mean, I can do it at the upkeep. Yeah, I think we're gonna do it at upkeep, so we're just Searing Blood now, the Bale Strix. And now we even have one more mana to pay for the Fireblast. if Searing Blood goes off, and if we draw like a mountain, we could actually be very close to kill them. They have a force and they page the days. Alright, so we couldn't do much about that. But that's fine. Now we got rid of the days and the force, so now they only have one card in hand. And it looks like they probably don't have another creature. They would have just played it. So now we can just go for Exquisite Firecraft. And I think we can safely just pass turn. Um, they might have another day, so it's just safer to wait for the Fireblast next turn. We don't have to cast it now and just play in 2 days. We're not dead, so we're fine for now. 3 is not a lot. Oh, did you have 1 now? Which one is it? Okay. So they're gonna draw a card. We're gonna draw 3 cards. Do you want to go for a Fire Blast in response? It's pretty. Here's the thing: if they do have another counter spell, it needs to be Daze or another like a Spell Pierce or hard cast counter spell or Daze. And if they don't have it, they're probably just dead. We know they have this in hand or Strix rather in hand. And if we go for it, we're gonna lose 2 mountains, so we want to be able to play our blocker. But they draw 3, so drawing 3 is gonna give them a really good chance to draw a counter spell. And the fact that they are at 4 means we don't have a million spells that kills them instantly. I think I'm gonna go for it and just hope they don't have it. Nice. So we would have drawn a mountain, so we would have been able to play the Eidolon, but I think I'd rather not play with the fact that they might not draw a counter spell with 3 draws. I think it was safer just to go for it now. Okay, so do we want to make some changes to our deck? I think I'm gonna cut a Fireblast. It's not that good. I don't want to draw like 2 Fireblasts. It's really not something I want to see. Probably just bring back Revolt. Okay, that's good enough. We're gonna keep. On the draw is gonna be way more difficult. Sometimes you just can't play around days, or it's difficult to play around days when you're playing a deck that doesn't have a lot of lands. Okay, that's a fine start. We're gonna go for the guide. Get in there. You have a swamp on top. Fine. We're gonna go for Swiftspear. What is this? Sure. Force of Will, my Swiftspear, pitching, Force Negation. Okay. Let's see what they have on top. Another swamp. Goblin guy, you gotta stop. And just suspend the Root Bolt past turn. So I would have liked to have the Swiftspear because my plan was they're probably gonna play a threat, a bigger threat, like a ninja this turn. So I would have liked to have the Swiftspear to put some pressure on them, and at the same time I could Rift Bolt um, the big threat, which is this guy here. But I think I'm gonna have to kill it anyway. I don't really have a choice. Just too good a card. Do you let it live? So we're gonna go for Rift Bolt your dude into smash this. So first of all, we're gonna attack. See if they want to create a 4/4 and block. Obviously, we're not playing around force or days here, as we're in a situation where we can't really play around it. Let's see if they want to sacrifice it. They do, so we're gonna go for smash your thing. Hope they don't have a counter spell. It's really huge here. They do have one. Alright. Yep. Alright, so we're in trouble. I don't see if we would have been able to play around another line. Gungat gave them 3 lines, man. In a format where your cards are really important. Hmm. Oh my god. Oh my god. They have lethal on board. Unless we can draw smash. So what's the plan here? Is there a way we can manage to win this one? So fortunately, I think we have no chance of winning. Since we need to play Eidolon to block. If we go for the Exquisite Firecraft route, it's just not good enough. Too slow. So Eidolon block this, then we take 8. We draw a line, we go for this. That's only 11 damage. I mean, we're gonna go for it, but I think this is over. Mhm. Maybe the best line was to hope they just draw nothing. We Exquisite Firecraft one of the 4/4, go to 4. Then we play Fireblast on the other one, chump with Eidolon, and go from there. That was probably a better line, but doesn't mean we could like we would have been able to survive, but not actually win. Yeah, we can only do 11 here. Sad. So close. All right, fortunate round, pretty close. Let me know if that was a better line that I would have been able to win, but I think it was pretty difficult. My opponent had like 2 force of will, actually 1 force of will, 1 force of negation. The force of negation was just huge there. Maybe I was not supposed to attack with the guide and then just end of turn try to smash. It would have went for force. I would have still had my guide, so it would have gave me one more draw if I'm correct. So mountain, so it doesn't matter. All right, so let's go to round number 4. All right, round number 4. We're on the draw with again a lot of lines, 4 lines. Eidolon's already pretty good. It could carry me out, but this card is like could be very bad. So this is a mole. Oh my god, these last hands were so bad. I mean, got a mole. Sure. Um, let's do that. 2 multi-5s is never good in a burn league. Hmm. Should have kept the price of progress. Okay, Sylvan Library. Sure. I mean, their Sylvan Library is going to be good to scribe, well, not scribe, rearrange their draw, but they're not going to use it. They're not actually going to pay life for it. That would be pretty weird. Unless they're like they really want one more card, like a force to counter another one, to counter one of my burn, but even that, they're losing 5 life because of the force to prevent 3 damage. Yep, expressive iteration. Mhm. We drew 4 Rift Bolts this game. Alright. Mistake on my part. Should have gone for Lava Spike first. I mean, yeah, you have days. Should have went for Lava Spike first, then Rift Bolt. But I don't think they're playing days. Doesn't look like they're a days deck. So they need an arrow. They need something to gain some life here. Um, Arrow would really be a bummer. I think we just lose if they have an arrow. Down to 7. No arrow, no arrow. That's fine. Big boy coming through. It's not really interesting. Let. Alright, so I'm not gonna Fireblast because there's a really good chance that this is gonna get countered. I'm just gonna pass for now. I don't have to Fireblast my opponent. My best 2 top decks, like in a row, would just be Line Exquisite Firecraft. Right? Well, we got the first one, now we need an Exquisite Firecraft. Because now their hand is probably really good with the library. So, pretty sure they have at least one counter spell. Come on, Exquisite Firecraft on top. Dang. Okay. Well, at least it means that we can maybe Fireblast and still be fine. Alright, so they have a 2-turn clock. Even like Press of Progress would be pretty good. We have like Press of Progress, Exquisite Firecraft, another Fireblast. Anything that can give us lethal, so that way they would need to have double counter spell. Honestly, there's pretty good chance that they might have double counter spell. They like didn't play anything so far. We're not doing much. Fork bolt my face. Okay. Bolt my face. Alright. Yeah. Boom. Show me the force. You had a force all this time? And they pitched a Daze. Well, Daze was not good. Chain Lightning, Bolt. Yep. Okay. So. We don't have much for this matchup, honestly. Maybe just Rolling Vortex, and that's it. Even Rolling Vortex might not be that good since they have Brains and Devour. They can just bounce it in our hand. It's not even that great, but I mean, it's not that bad. I didn't see Euro, but they probably have one. But maybe they're playing like a Jank Dank that is not like they're playing Teamer without Euro. So, I mean, I'm not gonna bring my Grave Hate. I have like Life Gain Hate here, so I mean that's fine. Let's just got some probably Skewer with Bolt. Or like that. Let's just hope we don't multi-5 again. And again, it's a pretty bad hand. We have 4 lands. I'd like to remind you that we're not playing Modern, so we only have 18 lands in our deck. And I'm gonna keep this one. I don't think I should, but whatever. Just, whoops. I don't want to multi-5 again. These. Good to know. Good job, Goblin guy. Oh, yep. Chain Lightning before they can resurrect it. And Rift pass. Rolling Vortex would be pretty good here. Eidolon also. Okay, let's just pass turn. Brainstorm. Alright. Down to 7. They're gonna play Monkey here. Tormod. Alright. Firecraft on top. Nope. Mm-hmm. Just need a couple of Firecrafts. We're good to go. Come on, deck. Sure. Sure. Mm-hmm. Alright. think we don't block here. We have to go all in with this Eidolon pretty much. We just don't have time. Alright, so we need Exquisite Firecraft and them not having counterspell. That's pretty much it. I mean, let's try. Hello, opponent. You just need one force and we lose, so I think this game is over. There's a good chance this game is over. Didn't play, yep. So cannot do anything. Oh, that's a 3/4. Oh, okay. We can actually block this one and get a 6. Well, take 6 in. What? Oh, because there was no, well, it doesn't matter, we couldn't kill them with the Fireblast anyways, but there was no creature in the yard. Oh no, there was no enchantment. The Eidolon just palmed the Goig by 1. Yep. Alright, fortunate matchup. Let's go to our final match, see if we can save the day with a little 3-2. Okay, final round. We're gonna keep this hand. Um, just gotta save the day with 4-3-2. Let's hope we can get one. Yep. Another blue deck. Mm-hmm. Riftbolt is actually not bad against Daze. That's a good thing. Okay, Soul Tie, so I guess we can, uh-oh. Is that a turn shoe? Okay, you have it. Yep. So if you don't know this new combo, it's this guy is a can you is a 2 and a 2/2. Whenever you cast a copy instant sorcery, they drain for 1, and then you can do that, and then they can target themselves to discard 2 cards, and then redo that. Just target yourself, and then you just kill your opponent. Yep. So we can Searing Blood to prevent this. I think Exquisite Firecraft is a little slow. We can Vortex to prevent this. Guess we can Surgical Extraction. I don't know if it's gonna work because does it hit the grave? I don't think it works. I think it's just are just going to win even before it hits the grave, so it doesn't work. So we need pretty much Eidolon to Sideboard butt. Actually, no, it's not even that good with Eidolon because they drain us for 1. So, and this is cast, so I don't even know. I don't think it works either. Because they're not gonna cast. I'm not sure if they were casting it. They're just creating a copy of it. So I think we're just screwed. I think we cannot do much. Honestly, if they have it, we just lose. Oh my god! Now they take our vortex. That's just mean, man. And they had a turn 2 last game, so. And we're not even close to kill them. So just gotta hope they don't have it. So probably don't have it now since they go for brainstorm first. Hmm. Okay. Now our bolt doesn't matter because they can just give them X proof and we draw land. Alright. So I think we're just screwed here. Sorry, I'm always touching the table and start to tremble. Alright, so let's just go face here. Okay, so maybe we're fine here if we draw burn. Okay, okay. Okay, okay. Maybe we can get there. Maybe. And at the same time, we're gonna see if it works or not. But Roiling Vortex is still a good card because it stops their pedal from working. Well, it doesn't stop it, but they cannot cast another Lotus Petal or they just die. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see if it works. I don't think it works, but just, we're gonna see for fun. For Yeah, they don't cast it, just create a copy of it, so we're just dead. Okay, GG. That's legacy for you. So, whenever I try to play Burn the Legacy, obviously, it ends up usually in a 3-2 or a 2-3. It's pretty difficult to do anything with the burn deck, honestly, because your opponents just have so many tools to stop you from doing your game plan, and they can easily do theirs because we don't have anything to interact with them. So combo decks, we cannot do anything about it usually. Force of Will depends on the deck, but we can sometimes beat it, sometimes they just wreck us. And creature decks actually have a pretty decent chance to beat creature decks. But Eidolon is really important in the matchups, and we didn't see a lot of Eidolon in the last games. Maybe I was just supposed to force, but they don't cast it either, so Eidolon is not good, so doesn't matter. And I think we got a bit unlucky with our hands in the last third round. Well, in the last 3 rounds. That's fine. I know some of you guys like Legacy, so seeing me lose with Burn, I guess you're just gonna like it anyways. Alright, so that's all for today. If you enjoyed the video, please put a little thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time in another video. See ya, guys. Bye bye.